Okay.
Okay, so I can see that there's a big numbers of viewers coming to the Zoom meeting today. And yeah, shall we start now? Hello, everyone. Very good morning to all you guys. Thank you very much for joining this training program session today. I am Hương Nguyễn. I'm a member of VIC2023 Association. And today, on behalf of VIC2023 Association, I would like to say thank you. Thank you very much for your interest, enthusiasm, and confirmation to join this training session and to register as a reviewers for VIC2023 Convention 2023. And you know, VIC2023 Convention is an annual, it's happened every year. And each year we receive a big numbers of abstract. And you know, we really need your support as reviewers. Without your support, the convention may be impossible. So we would like to say thank you to all you guys to register as reviewers, and especially deep gratitude to all you guys here who spend a very beautiful Sunday morning today, sitting with us in front of your computers in this Zoom meeting. And I know that your confirmation, your commitment to be here today means you really want to support, to contribute to the communities and to support with these souls. And yeah, I will not let you wait any longer. I will go through the agenda today, and also I will introduce the two handsome guys who will lead the training session today. And a very handsome man who still have a video off today. Can you guess who's he? Oh, maybe you cannot get his name. I just want to introduce Mr. Dương Lê from Relo, Vietnam. Mr. Dương, could you please turn on your video and say hello to everyone? Yes, Mr. Dương Lê is a very, very big technical support for VIC2023 and also the representative from a very big sponsor to VIC2023 Convention this year. Please say hello to everyone, Mr. Dương.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And thank you for taking time to attend this and for your contribution to VIC2023 Convention. I hope it's a rewarding experience as well, and I look forward to seeing you at the convention in August. Can't wait to see you.
In Hanoi, remember that in Hanoi. Okay, thank you, Mr. Dương. And today you can see, now I see the two handsome guys from VIC2023 technical teams. Mr. Khánh Bùi he's in the US. Yes. Khánh, could you please say hello to everyone?
Yeah, so hi everyone. Yeah. So welcome you on to the session today, and I'm very happy to be with you on today. Right.
Okay, you know, Khánh Bùi is a silent hero of VIC2023 associations because he takes charge of being the convention, the program directors for nearly 5 years now. And somebody, maybe you don't know much about him, but it should be said that he's the silent hero because he is the one who managed all the convention program. And yeah, last but not least, a very handsome guy, Mr. Phạm Văn Đức, or you can call him Đức Phạm. Đức, could you please say hello to everyone?
Hey, hello everyone, and thank you for your time today.
Đức is a technical support of VIC2023 Association, and today he will work with you with the training sessions. And Khánh will work with you with the rubrics and everything concerning the abstract reviews process. And the two handsome guys here will work with you all the whole rest of the training sessions. And I will give the floor to you guys. Khánh and Đức, could you please continue with your sessions?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hương. And now me and Khánh will start with our process. In the first part, me, Phạm Văn Đức, will get you through all the tasks and the guidelines on how to conduct a review onto our system, Oxford Abstract. Again, for those who don't know, please pay attention. And then Mr. Khánh will guide you through the rubric form for rating and giving the decisions for each abstract and send it to the abstract reviewing committee. So now please allow me to share my screen.
Anh nói anh nhà của bài để chắc hôm nay quả hai của thằng con đều đang ở nhà đấy. Đây thì chào bạn, giới thiệu với bạn nhá, ngày hôm nay có phiếu ở bên cái
Participants, could you please unmute yourself?
All right, thank you. Okay, now first I will walk you through the tutorial on the review process. And this document is for the reviewer only. Later on, the document and the recording video of today's training will be sent to you all on email. So on the first part of the tutorial, I still include here the tutorial on how to access to the Oxford Abstract System in case that I assume that all of you have already access to this Oxford Abstract System at least once, okay, to conduct your review or maybe submit your abstract. But still, I still attach them all here, the tutorial on how to access in case that you have another account on email and you would like to create an account on Oxford Abstract, you can still look it back and follow the step here. Now I will start from log into review an abstract. So normally all of the reviewer have been received with an email which name is invitation to review abstract for VIC2023. And in the email there is a link to directly access to the abstract that you are going to review. Okay, and I know that a lot of you have done this process, but for those who don't know, I still would like to introduce it again. So yes, there are two ways to access to the abstract that you are going to review. Okay, the first way, you can open the mailbox. Of course, both inbox and spam box, because sometimes due to another incident, okay, the email from our system will be sent to your spam box. So please check your spam box and junk mail also, and open the mail and click on the review link starting from app.abstract.com/stage. Okay, and then the browser will take you to the main site of the reviewing process. Okay, and you can see there are two contents here. Okay, the first panel on the left is a list of the abstract that you are assigned and you are going to review. Okay, you can click on each abstract name to start reviewing. And please remember our deadline that are on 14th of May 2023. Okay. Below the deadline is submission status. Okay. You can see how many reviews you have completed and how many you haven't completed yet. There is a button to download all the abstract onto your computer, so you can work on your computer even when you are offline to the system. And there is also a filter button. It works just like the filter button on every Excel sheet, but later on I will demo it on my browser so you can easily understand. Okay. And after you select the abstract that you want to start first, you can click on Start Reviewing on the panel on the right side of your screen. There are a second way to log into your abstract reviewing system and start reviewing. In case that you don't receive the email from the system to invite for the reviewing process, you can still log into app.abstract.com, the main site of the reviewing system. And when you log in, if you are already have the account, there will be a button View here. Click on it. And then click on Go to Review. And also the same site will appear on your screen, and you can click on the abstract that you want to start and click on Start Reviewing. Okay. There are some cases that when you click on the review link, there would be a pop-up saying that you are not a reviewer. Okay. In this case, if you encounter with this problem, okay, it is likely that you are logged in with incorrect email address. It doesn't mean that you type in the wrong typo of email address that you use. It may be because when you register as a reviewer on VIC2023, you use one email address. But when you log into the Oxford Abstract system to start reviewing, you accidentally use another email address. So that way it doesn't work, and there would be an announcement saying that you are not a reviewer. And to do that, please follow 2 steps below. First one, you need to check your notification email to confirm the email address that you are using to register as a reviewer will be associated with the account from the Oxford Abstract system. And when you are logged into Oxford Abstracts, okay, you can go to the top right side on the screen. Click on email address to check if this email address is the one you use to register as a VIC2023 reviewer. All right, so next step. Now I will talk to you more about the panel on the left side when you click onto the reviewing link. Okay, like I have clarified before, okay, first thing you should notice is the deadline for reviewing. The second thing that is the reviewing status, how many reviews you have completed. Next one is the download button and the future button for all the reviewing abstract that you have received.
They're saying it is you're covering intimidating.
Excuse me. The next one is the list of submissions you have been assigned. And the last one is the button for show the grade summary for each submission that you have been grading on the review form. Okay, so when you click on Start Reviewing, as you can see on the screen, there are the screen will be divided into 2 parts. Okay, the part on the left is the content of the submission you are reviewing with the title, abstract, and the abstract content. All other information related to the submitter and the author have been hidden on this panel. On the right side of the screen will be the review form. Okay. Starting with the proposal rating rubric, your decisions for this abstract, and then the comment boxes. Okay, and your task is that you have to read all the guideline for each question on the proposal rating rubric, choose the suitable points, completing the review form, and then click on next submission to do the next one. Okay, first let's start with the rating rubric. So each question will have the criteria listed below the checking box for the point. Okay, so please read it carefully and click on the checking box point to give the suitable point for each criteria of the abstract that you are reviewing. And after you have completed the rating rubric, the next question is about your recommendations for this abstract. And please note that your recommendation will be sent to the track director, or I would say the abstract reviewing committee, so they can make the final decision for this abstract. Okay, for the comment boxes, for those who have done with at least one review form, you can see that there are two comment boxes here. The first one, comment for the abstract reviewing committee only. This one can only be seen by the track director or the abstract reviewing committee. I mean, the one who will make the final decisions for each abstract that you are reviewing. And next, there will be another box to read the comments for the authors. Okay, and the comments here will be seen by both the review committee and the authors. Please note that. And there are three important notes that I would like to deliver today. First, you're reviewing the results. Okay, before it will be announced to the authors, it will be revised by the abstract reviewing committees and the track director, and they will be the one who make the final decisions. So please do not deliver any decisions, any preliminary decisions to the authors without the approval from the committee. Second thing, that your review should be ensured that the content of the review is in a fair and unbiased manner. And of course, we are highly encourage the constructive feedback to both the abstract review committee and the authors. So now to have you clarify it better, and for those who haven't done with any reviewing process, I would like to give a short demo on my browser. Okay, so here I have an account that, assumingly that I have registered as a reviewer for VIC2023 here, and the track director has assigned me with several abstracts so I can review. Okay. So first I can go to my mailbox. Okay. And I will find the invitation to review abstract that are sent by the Oxford Abstract System after I have been assigned with several abstracts. Okay, I will click on the link here to go to the system. Okay, so yeah, like I introduced on the first way to access the abstract that I'm going to review, by clicking on the link onto the mailbox here, it will directly take me to where I'm going to work. Okay, and in here I was assigned with two abstract, ID number 3 and ID number 437. Okay, in here, if I would like to download it on my computer, or maybe send it onto my mobile phone so I can review it everywhere I work, with or without the internet, I will click on the download button here, and there are two options: downloading on PDF version, on HTML version. Okay. And normally I would choose the PDF version so I can read it everywhere with my phone, my tablet, or my computer. Okay. It will take some time to process and to download. So I will go to the next button. It is the future button. Okay, I will download it down here onto my computer. Okay, next with the future button, I can filter by future submission title, typing on the title here to find out the exact abstract that I would like to review first, or by category. So as you may all notice, okay, all of you have a register with only maybe one or two strands. Okay, so every of the abstract that you are assigned, okay, will be related to the strands that you have been registered with. Okay, and you can choose the one that you are going to review by filtering on the strand here, clicking on the category. Or you can use, after you have finished with several abstracts and you have several others left, you can also filter by submission status and choose the one that you haven't completed yet by clicking on the incomplete option here, okay, to keep going with your work. And you can also do the same with the review status. Okay, now first I will start by clicking on, okay, I will choose submission number 3 to start working. Okay. Now the first thing I have to read through the content and the title of the abstract, check on the presentation type and the convention strands, okay, to see if the strand are matched with the strand that I have registered. Okay, for example, I have registered with strand 1, so I will check it here. And then I will look onto the right side and start working with the review process of the review form. Okay, you can see here the status is incomplete because I haven't answered any questions. Okay, and now I will start working, reading the proposal rating rubric. Okay, for this one, later on, Mr. Khánh will guide you through the detailed content of the rubric here. Okay. I will just do the example. Okay, with the first question format, maybe I will click on give them 3 points, relevance, 4 point, for example, evidence and practicality, for example, 3 points, clarity, 5 points, for example, and for the recommendations, yeah, for example, this one I will put on accept. And next one, I will use several comments for the abstract review committee. Remember that this comment on this box can only be read by the review committee or the track director. Okay. I will use several comments here. And next will be the comment for the author. Okay, I will give the comment, and this one can be read by both the abstract reviewing committee and the author of this title. Right. Okay, after I've done, I will click on next submissions. Okay, in here, the status is still incomplete because there are several questions that I forgot to give the point. Right. All right, so after I have done with all the questions on the rating rubric, giving the comments and give the recommendations for this abstract, okay, the status will turn green onto complete. And then I can go to the next submission and keep working. Okay. In case that I would like to review all of my reviews process again, I can click on show grade summary. Okay. And all of the information will be shown in here with the total grade and the exact and the specific grade for each question that I have given to the abstract here, and also the status that whether I complete or incomplete my task yet, right? Okay, so that is the basic walkthrough on how to work with the reviewing process on VIC 2023. Okay, and now before we go to the Q&A sections, I would like to introduce Mr. Khánh to keep going with the detailed content of rating rubric on the review form. Okay. So thank you, and please welcome Mr. Khánh.
Yeah. Okay. So hi everyone, and thank you, Mr. Duc, for very detailed guidelines of how to get access to the system, and also how that you can assign, how you can get access to the review system, and how you can start reviewing. Actually, that I will go through with everyone about the rubrics and all the thing that you need to pay attention to when you rate the abstract, or when you review the abstract. Okay. Let me share my screen here so everyone can see. Yeah, so as Mr. Duc also show you, so that means that when you click on your abstract here, and then you can get to the proposal rating rubric. And for this one, you will see that there are 5 items that you need to pay attention to. So the first one, that is the format. So you have to look for the format of the abstract. The second one, that is relevance. Number 3, that is theory and practice. Number 4, the evidence and practicality. And number 5, that is clarity, right? So go back to the first one. When we talk about the format, so you will look for the title, right? So whether the title and the abstract are more than 10% over or under the word limit, or you look for the format of the content, does it match the session type selected or not? That means that, for example, yeah, if they applied for workshop, but they chose a oral presentation, so you have to look for the format like that as well, right? And second one, that is relevance. So relevance here, that means that the topic of the abstract here, whether is it relevant to the theme of the conference or not. That is something that you can rate here as well. And number 3, that's about theory, practice, or research route. As you know that for oral presentations, yeah. So to give you a snapshot, so we have 4 type of presentation, 4 type of mode of delivery in our conference. So the first one, that is oral presentation. The second one, that is poster. Number 3, that is 60-minute workshop. And number 4, that is technology fair. So for all 4 of that, we look for the theory and the practice. So you will see that whether they have a theory or whether they have a research route that support their abstract or not. And number 4, that is evidence and practicality. So you can see that, for example, for oral presentation and for poster, you can see that whether they have a kind of claims or whether they have a kind of like they have the claims, or whether you can see that they have a kind of findings to support their abstract or not. And if that's a workshop or tech fairs, you need to see that whether they describe their activities or not. So that's in number 4. So for number 4, you need to see whether they have the evidence, whether they have the claims, or whether they have the findings in their abstracts or not. Or if it's a workshop or tech fair, you need to pay more attention to the abstract, whether they describe the activities or not. So I want to draw your attention to number 4. Yeah, for number 4, you need to look for, that whether if this is workshop or tech fairs, you need to pay attention whether they describe the activity or not, right? And the last one, that is clarity. So you will look at this one, and then you can see that whether they state the outcomes, or you can see that whether this is a kind of good qualities or not, right? And you can see that the scales is from 1 to 5. So that is from poor to fair to satisfactory, good, and excellent, right? And we also appreciate your recommendation as well. So whether you think that this one is accept, revise and resubmit, or change the mode of delivery. For example, you read the abstract and they submitted for oral presentation, but you think that the abstract is suitable for workshop, so you can hit like change the mode of delivery. Whether, for example, you can suggest changing the abstract to workshop. So that will be very helpful for us because we will look at your recommendation and then we will look at it carefully again, and then we'll decide whether they need to change the mode of delivery, and then we will contact the author. Right, and also that we have two boxes here, like Mr. Lut said earlier. So the first one, that's a abstract review committee only. So that means that for us to see, and this information is not published to the authors. So you can have like very sincere, very honest, like comments for us, you know. So because only us can see the comments here. So you can write a very sincere, very honest to us. And for comments for the authors, so that means it should be published to the author. So maybe you can have some kind of suggestions or recommendation for the authors. Or if you reject, if you can see that because they don't know the status of their abstract, so you just like provide comments. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I see that one question from Dara. Yeah.
Oh, yes, thank you very much, Mr. Kain. I have one technical problem, I think, on my one of my abstracts that I have to review. One, it says that abstract to be submitted separately. So in this case, I cannot review this abstract, but there is an option for me to grade and review. I think it is not fair if I grade without seeing the abstract. So what is the solution to this case?
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. So I don't know whether do you have any comments for this one?
Yeah, Mr. Derek, can you?
I can share the screen if you like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, could I share the screen to you all? Perfect. Oh, I need to get permission from the host to share.
Just 1 minute.
Still not. Okay, now possible.
Okay.
Okay, so there you can see the screens like this. The title, I have it, and then abstract it says to be submitted separately. So I can't see anything. And I can still review, I can still grade here, but the only abstract, I can't read it. While the rest like this, I can see. You see, same as what you show, except this one. Yeah. So you see what I mean? Yeah, I can't see it. And it's written here to be submitted separately. Yeah.
I say thank you. So yeah, I got what you meant now. So thank you for that. So in this case, you know that you just like sorry, because we don't have the option of 0. So you just like give it 1 to all of them, and then you can like having like a note or comments for the abstract committee that the abstract cannot be seen and is yeah. So you just leave a note for us. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So everyone, so actually that I just like went through the progress with everyone, and then you can see that when you read the abstract, so just pay attention to the format, pay attention to the title, and also pay attention to relevance. So whether the abstract is relevant to the theme of the conference and theory and practice. So whether you know the proposals or whether the abstract here is supported by our theories or not, right? And also they have the evidence and practicality. And for number 4, yeah, you need to look for whether they provide findings or whether they have the claims or whether they have if workshop or tech fairs, you will see whether they describe the activity or not. And clarity, so you can see that the way they wrote the abstract, whether is it poorly written or whether it's good written or not. So we pay attention for the clarity, because that we will publish the abstract on our website and we will publish the abstract on the convention book as well. So we require for high quality abstract proposal. Yeah. And also your recommendation, your comments. Okay. So we just went through the progress and also the procedure for reviewers. I don't know whether you have any questions, any comments. Thank you.
All right, so I've seen the question from Ying Win on what should I do if I logged in with the correct email address and still got the notification you're not the reviewer. So in this case, and if Ying Win and others reviewers still have this problem, if you all logged in with the correct email address, please send your detailed problems and the email address that you use to register as the reviewer of VIC 2023, okay, to the mailbox helpdesk@vitiso.org.vn, okay, and we will check it on our system and solve it promptly to you. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw one question. So it means that on the abstract need to be done under any theory. If not, we should consider rejecting it or not. So that's very good questions. Actually, you look for the abstract, right? And you see that the theory, it's just like one component of the progress. So that means that if the other components are still good, so that means that you still consider it as revise or resubmit. You see? Yeah, well, but you can, if you know the other component, they can describe very well. So sorry, maybe, yeah. Okay, so okay, got it. So I hope that I answered your questions, right? I saw that I have one question from Mr. Huang, yeah, and then Zara.
Okay, thank you. So does it need to include a reference?
For the proposals and for this abstract, we didn't require to include the references.
Okay, thank you. And what about if the title is in another language other than English? Because I just saw some Đức share his screen and one of the abstract is in Vietnamese. So what do we do if that happens?
So if the titles is in Vietnamese and also the abstract is written in Vietnamese, so we can consider reject this one because the main language that we use for the conference is English. So as we written in the guidelines already, so on the abstract must be written in English.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then Tara, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. I just want to give one concern questions from our members here that we have submitted 2 abstract. I think these questions just for the IT team to take note. We received the confirmation of the 2 abstract that successfully submitted, but the system still sent us like the alert 2 or 3 times and saying that you need to complete the abstract submission before its deadline of April 30, I think. So I guess that system might be wrong that we got alerted to that, but just a notice for the IT team to check. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your questions, Mr. Dara. And for this problem, can you please, when you logged into the Oxford Abstract system and check on your submission again, okay, there would be an announcement or pop up on your screen saying that which part that you haven't completed yet on your submission. So can you please take the screenshot of it and send it to our email helpdesk so we can check it and solve the problem for you?
Okay. In response to that, we also emailed with the screenshot of the successful confirmation to the help desk, but we haven't received the replies yet. Yeah,
okay,
I
Mr.
guess
Dara,
that your team might be too busy.
Okay, for this problem, I have noted your information here and your problem will be solved today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it's important for our community of practicing SIMRIP about that topic. That's why I'm concerned. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So I saw one more questions here. The suggestion to accept the line from reviewers is not final, just for recommendation. Yeah, that's right. So your suggestions from the reviewers is not final yet. So that means that is it just a reference for our abstract reviewing committee? So we will look at your grade, we will look at your score, we will look at your recommendation, and then we will compare your recommendation with other reviewers of the same abstract, so we can decide whether we will accept or whether we need to reject the abstracts. What does it say here? Could you share the screen of one abstract in which incorporated on the criteria that you mentioned previously and point out which could be good model for accepting these abstracts? Hey, that's a very good question. But for the privacy, I cannot share the abstract of the authors here. So I think that you can have a look at our guidelines. You know that because we have a guidelines on the website about abstract submission. Yeah, from that we describe in details the progress, and also we have described in detail what we need to complete. Yeah. So I think that we have the guidelines right. Right. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, let me share with everyone the screen here. Yeah, so if you look at our guideline here, yeah, for example, if you go to the convention website, yeah, you go to the convention website, you see download official announcement, and that will get you to the description of our call for abstract. And for this one, you can see that we have 5 selection criteria here, and we also describe the criteria for you to have a look, right? So you can refer to this document too as well, everyone. I hope that I answered your question. Sorry, I cannot show you a complete abstract now. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we don't know whether you have any questions or not.
Everyone, please feel free to raise questions. If you have any questions, for example, logging in your account, if you cannot log in your account now, please raise your voice, send the technical support an email, because the deadline is coming very soon. So we really we are waiting for your reviews. So if you have any problems, please raise your voice or send it us email.
All right, Miss Su Hằng. I want to check this out. Okay, because there are several reviewers claim that there is a logged-in problem. So yes, Miss Tu Hằng, can you share your screen and start logging in? So I can see your exact problem, why you cannot log in with your exact email account. Ms. Thuong, please.
Well, I did not receive the email from VIC20, so I asked Mitchum to give me the link to Zoom today. So first of all, I need an email in that, including the link to VIC20.
All right, thank you, Ms. Tang, for your questions. I can see that your email address you use here is an Outlook email,
Yes,
and sometimes there are several problems with Outlook email.
yes,
Receiving the email from our system
yes,
that like I clarified before in the tutorial, you also
yes,
need to check the junk mailbox and the
yes,
spam mailbox as well, because sometimes the Outlook email will clarify.
yes,
I don't know the exact root problem for this, but sometimes it will go to the junk mailbox, so
yes.
you need to check it as well.
Yeah.
By checking your inbox.
Now here, I give you another Gmail here. So could you send another email to my Gmail? So it's easily for me to do the procedure.
Yes. So how about I will replace?
Yeah.
I will replace your Outlook email with this Gmail email here on the Oxford Abstract system, so you can start reviewing by using 42 K14 and 02 at
Yes.
gmail.com.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Lovely.
All right. I have noted it here, and you will receive the official announcement today.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, lovely. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
All right, for example, Million, you cannot log in, so can you provide me the email
Yes.
address that you use to register as a reviewer VIC 2023?
Okay. Could I share my friends?
Yes, you can share it now.
Okay. Is this okay?
Yes, and now you can switch
And
on. Did you receive the official email for invitation from our system?
yes.
Can you open the link inside the mailbox?
I can't find the.
Okay, you can type in search your email.
No, just a moment, That's here. An email invitation here, yes. Right?
All right. Okay.
And I click here.
All right. Yes.
Yeah. And yes, you are not
Okay.
real. Yes.
So I see that in this browser, okay, this current browser that you are opening, there are at least 2 email addresses that you are using. So may I ask which email address is the one that you use to register as the reviewer of VIC 2023? When you submitting the form that we sent to you, the form name is Call for Abstract Reviewer. Which email you use to register on that form?
Sorry, I don't remember. And now,
Okay, if you don't remember, because we don't have much time, right? So please send us your detailed problem and your name and your contact detail onto the mailbox helpdesk@vietiso.org.vn. Okay, and we can check and solve your problem, right?
yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I received one more questions here, but I'm not sure what is the questions here. So if you are here, can you help me to explain that to me a little bit? Like, can you comment that the abstract contain constructed information and need to revise for resubmission? So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about these questions, but can you help me to explain your questions again? For example, I have an abstract about enhancing learner motivation at the age of 25-45, but the author said that these learners are not adult. The content of the abstract is still very good. Oh yeah, that's very good example. So in this case, you can put like revise and resubmit, and for the session comment for the authors. So you can kind of like put a comment to the author and say that, okay, the information need to be revised or thing like that. So that will be visible to the authors. Okay, thank you. Yep, great. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I think that you have no more questions here, right? So maybe Miss Hương, you will have a closing. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you very much for your question. I think the question is really helpful to everyone here. And thank you, Khánh and Đức, for providing, I think, such detailed answer to the questions. And we really hope that all the answers here can be some help to you. If you have any further inquiries, please send it to the emails. Okay, and Đức and Khánh and the staff will be available to help you. And don't forget that the deadline is coming very shortly, so please spend time on this task, reviewing the abstract. And if you have any problems, feel free to ask us. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, on behalf of the organizing teams, I would like to say thank you again for your presence today. And we really hope that you will finish your tasks, and all of us will have a beautiful convention in August in Hanoi. And see you, all you guys in Hanoi. We do hope that you can come to the convention in person in Hanoi. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you very much for your sharing. Thank you, everybody.
So everybody, could you please turn on your videos and I can have a screenshot.
Yeah.
Don't forget, remember that this screenshot may be included in the videos, the summary videos of the convention. So your face maybe appears on the videos. So turn on the videos now, and I will capture screenshot. So I will say 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Okay. So you can send us the heart shape. Click the heart shape button. 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Yeah, I cannot do it, so I gotta do that. Say.
Okay. Thank you very much. And after this session, Đức will send you an email, thank you email, and with the recording, so that some of the viewers who cannot join these sessions may have a chance to watch again these recordings. Thank you very much, and I hope that you will finish your task very in time, and we will
within
have
the deadline. Yeah, thank you very much.
Goodbye for now. Thank you very much.
Goodbye. Thank you for your wonderful session.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.